What do you got on Cooper Kupp, Zo?
Same thing I had the other day. I didn't think it was going to happen. I think he's going to end up going to Cowboys. Cowboys are the late push team here to get in on it. Makes sense for them. They got a good guy on the outside. They have a good tight end. They actually have two good outside guys. I mean, he's the real route runner that'll allow Kupp to play the slot and do some of those possessional routes that he does so well. And that'll help Dak. And maybe he gets Dallas over the hump this year. I don't know. I don't think it will. But Dallas would be a good spot for him. Dallas would be a good spot for him. I never thought he was going to come here.
Well, according to multiple reports, the Patriots were in on Kupp or have been in on Kupp at some point this week.
Heard the price is pretty high for him. That he's going to get paid something respectable to what he was almost making.
Karen Guregian's story says, according to a source, the Patriots are currently interested in bringing the veteran wideout aboard. However, Kupp's asking price at the moment is a bit too steep. Diana Rossini has reported that Cooper Kupp's asking price has been a holdup for a number of interested teams per sources. Some suitors have not been willing to offer Kupp a $13 to $14 million contract.
Makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't.
If you're the Patriots, why would you not do that? If you like the player enough to be in, if you like the player enough to be calling his representatives because you are interested in his services, why are the Patriots at this point in time drawing a line in the sand again?
I don't know. Because you have to against certain players, right? If you really want
you
them.
Don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't. You don't have to.
If you love the player, you're going to be in more on it. You're going to offer more.
So that's all it's going to take is 13 or 14. So 2 years, $28 million, and the Pats are turning their nose up at that? Or
well, he was making what, 19?
Yeah.
He was in at 19. Yeah, I'm with you. Like 13
they all of a sudden can't swing that as the team with the most cap space in the league.
13 to 15 makes sense for that guy. I'm with you on that.
Give me a break. They've got the money.
I don't believe they're going to do that.
Why?
I don't know. I just got a feeling. I don't know.
Here we go again.
I'm not hearing a lot of Kupp.
They feel like they've checked the box with the Milton Williams signing, haven't they? And according to the reporting the last couple of days, they sort of panicked after not getting Chris Godwin. They did. There was panic in the room. Here I was thinking they had learned their lesson from Calvin Ridley a year ago. And they really
this guy's not Calvin
We're
Ridley.
going to, really just go after everybody super aggressively. It turns out they did go aggressively after Godwin, offered more money so they can hang their hat on that for the first time ever, that they offered more money and then the player turned them down. And then they were fearful of not getting Milton Williams after not getting Godwin. They were fearful of how that was going to look, which was going to look pretty bad. So they up the offer at the very last minute. They get back in and get Milton Williams. So does that mean you feel like you've accomplished getting a top free agent and therefore you don't have to overpay players? You overpaid one, so you don't have to do it again?
No.
I actually think they overpaid two. I think they overpaid Davis too.
You overpay for everybody. Davis is definitely an overpayment.
That's not a criticism, by the way. It's what they have to do right now.
Of course.
So why is it that at their biggest position of need going into this offseason, they've now decided a few days into the free agency that they don't want to do it anymore?
Okay, so we've talked about other receivers that are available. A guy like Amari Cooper or Stephon Diggs. Would you take those two over Cooper Kupp? I would. Because I think they're more dynamic. I would take Cooper over Kupp. I would take Diggs over Kupp. Diggs won't be available till camp. Say they pull one of those signings together. So you add like a Amari Cooper or a Diggs or a Keenan Allen, who you've brought up. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay that's the type of receiver they targeted over Kupp.
Would the Kupp signing prevent them from signing Amari Cooper or Stephon Diggs?
Say that. No, you could do both.
Yeah.
They certainly aren't lacking for money. Hello, Foxborough. How you doing? They're not lacking for money. They could do both of those things.
Sub $90 million in cap space. Yeah.
To answer that question that Bert was asking yesterday, he said, you've got older players here that you're talking about now, whether it's Cooks or Amari Cooper or Diggs or Cooper Kupp. They all have injury concerns. They all have availability concerns. Do you want to go into a year with a guy who might miss time? Guys who have missed time regularly. Well, what if you sign more than one of those players? Now you're kind of bridging those gaps by having, dare I say, depth at the position that they sorely lack talent.
Would it be the worst thing in the world for you to sign one of those and say they would be limited in some games, but the actual signing of them lit a fire under somebody's ass like Jalen Polk? And maybe he would then start to be productive because, oh, crap, I better get my ass in gear because they're bringing in these old guys that come in here and they're taking my gig. Like, that helps the room. Yes, I think you do still need to add veterans to that room. They're not done at receiver. They can't be.
Well, they're done on Cooper Kupp, apparently, as of today.
I don't have a problem with that.
The price is too high.
Go get one of those other guys. I think they're better. That's all. I'd rather have Cooks than Kupp.
Well, they're available.
You don't rather Brandon Cooks than Cooper Kupp?
Yes.
Biggest lie I've ever heard.
What?
If Brandon Cooks is the one receiver that they bring in this offseason, do you think that they weaponize the offense?
You can make a case for Cooper. You can't make a case for Cooks as being a better option than
Faster
Cooper
guy.
Kupp.
Faster guy. Different, less productive as far as number of catches, but bigger yards.
Can we get a show poll? Show poll. Which receiver would you rather have land on the Patriots roster for 2025? Brandon Cooks or Cooper Kupp? What do you think the margin of victory will be for Kupp?
Above 80%.
I was going to say it has to be above 90.
Yeah. I think you'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised by the fan base? Really?
Yeah.
You think a lot of people are in on Brandon Cooks?
I don't, but you understand my point.
Yeah, that Brandon Cooks will come in at
Well, throw it as a group.
short dollars.
Yeah,
$1.2 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the difference in cost between Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp. I do. And that's exactly how that will look if that's the route they go. They signed one big free agent. Paid him big dollars. Yep. Most they've ever paid a player.
Yep, they did.
And then they had the big week on defense. They felt like they checked the box. They got to hold their press conference. And now they can go back to shopping in the bargain bin.
Show poll is live.
Show poll is live on X. Check it out for yourself.
I'm good. I'm not on X.
Well, you are. You just
yeah, I'm on. I can't pull anything up ever. I love when you guys send stuff and I just click on it. Oh, sorry, sign in here, and I'm like,
you think you would have come up with another account by now?
I'm actually it's good. I'm off it.
No, it's actually really bad for the show. But
well, no, why?
You just said you can't see stuff.
Right,
can't contribute to that.
But usually it's spelled out in our notes.
Not like a video.
Tweet. Well, no, I don't see the videos. No.
Oh, great.
Right. At Zolak Bertrand on X.
Yeah.
The show poll is up. And so far, with 17 votes, 60 votes, it's 85-15 Cooper Kupp.
Nice. Go get him, man. Go get him. Go overpay for him. Go ahead.
Replies already from Mike. Brandon cooked. Green Teamer writes, there should be 0 votes for Cooks. LOL. Zoe is insane.
I told you, it's going to be a weird day today.
Randy writes, is Zoe okay? Question mark.
One fast guys.
Well, Cooper Kupp's not slow.
No.
Brandon Cooks.
This is when you're cover 0.
Well, I guess we should just get ready for Brandon Cooks then. Yep. Get ready for I guess Brandon Cooks is coming back to the Pats. Brandon Cooks over Kupp. Come on. Schefter more on the offer the Patriots gave Chris Godwin. They were all in on Godwin. They offered big money to Godwin.
Way in on. That's the guy they targeted.
APY. We'll talk APY as football guys.
85-15 split right now.
I can't believe that margin is not greater.
That's what I said. It's a win for Zoe, honestly.
Thank you. Stirred it up today.
I thought it would
100.
be over 90%.
Yeah.
It's only at 84.4%. I thought we'd be over 90.
Still early, though. I'm sure Brandon Cooks' family voted on this. Joe voted on it. So it'll even out. Yeah.
Zoe is now signing up for secondary X accounts to be able to smash Brandon Cooks.
Maricopa County hasn't been counted.
Yeah.
I won't even
We
do
ran
that.
out of ballots.
I won't even do that. Yeah.
Oh man. Just anyway.
He's taking all the swing states.
Damn right.
We're at about 85-15 right now. That was Adam Schefter talking about the Patriots in their pursuit of Chris Godwin. They allegedly offered a lot more than the Tampa Bay Bucs did. A lot more. Significantly more money. And they didn't get him. They didn't land the player. So How is it that you can offer a guy coming off a significant ankle injury that would not have prevented me from making an offer to him? But that is the reality, right? He's coming off a significant injury. So they understood there was some risk involved in doing that. They offer that kind of big, over-the-top dollars for a guy who's younger. I get it. But now they feel like Cooper Kupp's too pricey. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Because they look at the type of receiver. And, like, what are our needs with this guy? Is he an everyday player? I mean, is he every down player? Is he situational? Is he a possession guy? Is he an outside guy? Slot guys don't make more than the outside guys. That's fact. He's got a little bit of an overpayment from the Rams. Like, that's a lot of money for him. But you are what you are. And this is why you've had to overpay for some guys to get him to come here.
All right,
that's what it is.
But you say they view them differently. They're not the same price. One of them is like half of the other.
Right.
So it's not like it's apples
I'm
to
just
apples.
telling you the type of receiver I want. I want an outside guy. I don't need a slot. We already got a slot in Douglas. He can play the slot. Josh can coach him up to play the slot. I have no problem with that. I want outside guys. We need outside guys. Real receivers.
But again, you're saying they don't want him, which we know isn't true. They called on him.
Oh, I'd call too. They should call. They should call it everybody.
So they want the player. So you can't tell me they don't want the player. We know they want the player.
They want a player at their price, right? Yeah, that's part of it.
That's my problem.
Yeah. Well,
now you're hitting on the problem. That is my problem.
I'm just used to that. Yeah. That doesn't bug me.
Well, that's how you come up empty in free agency. That's how you miss on Calvin Ridley. But that's why you wasted an offseason, because you were drawing lines in the sand. That's why you've slowed down your rebuild. That's why Gerard Mayo was such a disaster last year, as big of a disaster as he was, because the roster sucked.
Would you rather pay the bigger base for an Amari Cooper then? To take my Cooks guy off the table. So say you want to up it over $15 million. You want to get Cooper in here for over $15 million?
Sure.
There you go. Okay.
Why would I be upset with that?
Put that one on your little poll there, Santa.
You already lost the argument. Why?
I don't know what your argument even is. You want to pay him $15?
My argument is the type of receiver that I want. I want an outside guy.
They want the guy, though. They want him.
Okay.
We know this.
How bad do you want him then? Not bad enough.
Not bad enough.
Right.
Yes, they don't want him badly enough. Right. Is the issue. It's not about do they want him or does he fit. They believe he does. We know this now. They were in. Now they're pulling back. The price is too much, so they pull back out. Why? Because they want us to believe they now have limited resources? Is that what we're led to believe? Because that's not true. They're not limited in their resources. A lot of half measures going on there. Halfway free agency is what the Pats are participating in. You can't say it's an inside guy. No, they want him. They made the call. They're in. Apparently not anymore as of this morning, because he's looking for 13 to 14 million, according to Diana Rossini, and no one will meet that price. So I don't even know why we have to say 15. They won't go to 13.
Right. Dallas will probably go to 15.
13 is too much.
If Dallas wants him, they'll get him.
13, too rich for the Patriots' blood on this Friday. Too much. They already had a press conference. Yep. So, guys, they did it.
Have to have another one if you get him.
Fly the banner. Free agency winners.
That was the splurge. They already did it.
Yeah. Free agency champions.
They rolled your big boys. They rolled the big boys out yesterday.
Off-season winners. Winning the off-season. Congratulations.
Like, you're not getting Josh Dobbs today, are you? Like,
they're going to have to slide over the banners in the south end zone, because they're going to need to put that 7th banner up there. Off-season champions 2025.
Stop. Can put it where the undefeated banner used to be on that other
opening
side
night.
there, yeah.
They're going to, tug on the rope and put it up there.
T-Pain.
Yep. They're going to reveal it. It'll drop down. They'll have someone performing a concert on top of the Optum Club. It's Optum down in the end zone still,
Rachel
right?
Platt,
Yeah.
right? What's she saying?
Who's Rachel Platt?
She was here last year, I think.
Platten? Is it?
Whatever her name is.
She was here?
She played a piano.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Her fight song, right?
Yes.
This is my fight.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was here. That was a big artist last year.
I met her once at Children's Hospital.
Nice.
Lovely gal.
She is.
Very nice person.
She had a good time.
Very charitable.
My
Yes. Champions. Yes.
Rachel Platt or Cooper Kupp? You get to pick one.
Rachel Platt. She do it every halftime. You have to play bingo with the military members.
Rachel Platten is shaping up to be one of those one-hit wonder artists you've referenced in 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Christina Perry.
Isn't she local?
What? She is. She's from here.
What? What do you want? Like a girl back there.
She has multiple hits.
She doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Name it. Now.
Broken Hearts, you know that one?
What?
Broken
Nice.
Hearts.
The Super Bowl banner is going to be a little tighter together.
Yeah.
It's going to look, it's going to look okay. They just need to come up with a banner figure out what the logo is in the middle. The other parts are ready. New England Patriots, World Champions, 2025, but the logo. What is the offseason logo?
Here, this one.
What does it look like? Oh, a middle finger emoji?
Yeah.
Why?
You're being a dick right now.
I'm not being a dick. I'm talking about a
being a
team
lighthouse.
that wants a player and doesn't want to spend $13 million on him, and I don't understand
Maybe
that.
they don't want him. Maybe they don't want him bad enough. There's interest there, though. He's one of the guys
That would be my criticism. They don't want him bad enough.
Yeah.
Because they already threw their party the other day at 1 o'clock when they held their press conference in the atrium.
Throw
So
another party.
Elliott told us they weren't done, but so far it looks like they're done spending significant dollars on players in the market. Now they're going to wait for all the,
the middle guys. This is what Vrabel talked about. Your initial splurge, the top tier guys, they come off the market, and then we go to Plan B.
They're not going to pick the apples. They're going to wait for the halfway rotted ones that they can just scoop up off the
You
ground.
can make
Nice and
pies with
easy.
those.
That's
You
what
know
they're
that,
going to
huh?
do.
You can make pies with those.
That's what they're going to do. They're not
Some jams.
Right.
Apple
They're not
butter.
They're not looking to eat the banana. They're going to wait for it to be mush and make banana bread.
Banana bread
out of it.
or pancakes for your dog.
That's what they're going to do.
You know, you could crash 2 bananas with a little bit of egg whipped up in there, and you flip those and grill them. They're good for your dogs. Fact. Saw that on TikTok.
Therefore, it's fact.
Yep.
They got anything on TikTok on Cooper Kupp? Any highlights? Anything like that?
I don't know. Look it up.
Guy can play. He can play.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.